Well, then I'll make my way in whatever direction.
The guard kind of just pointed towards where the barracks is, and then went back to assisting with burning bodies and stuff. You are able to find it fairly quickly because obviously there's like guards outside of it and stuff. As you approach, they bar your way with spears, and they say, "No one's allowed in." One of them does. If you knew it was best for you, you'd stay indoors.
I'm trying to get indoors, but you're keeping me from going inside.
The barracks is off limits. We can't allow any chance of contamination.
Well, then bring them out here.
Do you know how it spreads to ensure that?
I don't. I've been told to keep anyone from going in and anyone from coming out.
Is some council member Swiftblade in there?
I saw her in town a few days ago. I don't know if she left before it got bad.
Sounds like it was already bad a few days ago.
That's when it was starting to get bad.
And what is inside the barracks right now?
The guard captain, the mayor, a few other high muckety mucks. And yes, he's actually saying that because he has no love for rich people.
Feel you on that one, my friend.
And I believe a few of the local members of the Mages College.
Would I have caught up by this point?
Yeah, you weren't very far away from them.
Oh, okay.
It was like a matter of a few feet kind of thing.
Okay, well then I'll pull the signet out and be like, well, we need to figure out what's going on.
Let me see what I can do. He walks around the building. You can kind of see him from where you're standing, not super closely. Best you can tell, he's communicating by like passing notes through
the mail slot,
through like a letterbox type slot, or something like that. And he comes back around and he says, "All right, they're willing to talk to you. Follow me." And he leads you back all the way to the back of the barracks building, where there is a large door, and it gets opened from the inside by another guard, and they let you in. Once you're in there, you're in a very small room.
Yeah.
Before leading to another door, and there is a cleric standing there. He does a pretty standard sort of like purification ritual, and then they allow you through the next door. Inside, it's a pretty standard barracks. So obviously, there's like a hallway that you're standing in, and then off to one side is a door that leads to where like all the beds and things would be, and then there's sort of like a meeting room, and then a small office. And so they point the way to the meeting room, and inside there's a large round table around which is standing the guy, obviously by insignia, is the guard captain. The mayor is standing. People in mages' robes standing around the table as well.
So as I stroll into the room, seeing these people, I'll be like, well, obviously you think it's a little bit magical.
They look up at you. The guard captain says, looks at me, says, "I've let you in here because you carry the council's sigil, but we are in a very dire situation. I don't have time for jokes."
Well, you have mages. That's magic.
It's a disease. Magic has been known to cure diseases. Sorry, that's one of the mages says that.
Okay, fine. What do we know?
So they kind of step aside. They let you in. They've got different like reports and things kind of scattered on the table. Just a small glass or some sort of glass-like material box that appears to have a sample in it.
Let me guess, the black sludge.
Yeah, it's like a blackish sludge-looking stuff. And one of the mages says, "At this point, we're fairly sure it's not airborne. It might be spread through physical contact, but it doesn't seem to have happened 100% of the time, so we're not sure at this point. Other than that, we do know that it is spreading through the populace very quickly. We have been avoiding all contact with it physically through fluids and whatnot, but we do not know where it came from or how long ago it may have started. It spreads quickly, but you don't notice symptoms for at least several hours. So it could have been spread to many people before any symptoms arose."
Well, I'm kind of out of ideas at this point, so either you got anything?
No.
I mean, not without just busting down one of the Red X doors and starting killing people. Oh, has my necklace hasn't been doing anything this whole time, has it?
It is. It's kind of storming a little bit, like the lightning kind of sporking a little bit more than it might normally be doing, but it's not going like super crazy or anything. It's not making a lot of noise. You maybe kind of just feel a slight vibration from it. It's
Something
definitely
typical to a place where we walk in and there's a bunch of disease.
yeah. I mean, you could probably say it's kind of like it's to the way you have learned to kind of read it. It's kind of like, hey, there's danger, but obviously you know that there's disease, which can easily fall under danger.
Danger.
So,
Danger, Will Robinson. Sorry. Okay.
I'm thinking maybe right now I'm gonna call into Soren using one of those scrying stones that we all got and just be like, hey, you know anything about any of this?
Well, he can't see outside the city.
No, but we can relay the information to him,
Oh, I
and then
suppose
he
we
can tell us if he has any insight.
So obviously there's a pause for a few moments, and then he responds after a very short. I mean, it might have been a minute to 2 minutes, nothing super crazy, but enough that you might be like, okay, did he hear us? And you hear his voice emanate from your stone. Only you can hear this though, because you're the one that's communicating to.
Right.
And he says, "This is unlike anything I've ever seen before, and we have not had any news of this yet. This is very, very bad. I will research and find what I can find out." And then communication cut.
Oh, and by the way, when I initiated contact with him, I said, "Cousin, let's go bowling."
Did you really say? He probably just ignored it then.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus. Yeah, nobody knows anything, so I have no idea what to do. I could
All right.
pray. It ain't gonna do me a whole lot of good.
Let me do something. There's a moment earlier where you almost inadvertently basically figured out the whole thing. So,
Damn it.
I'm trying to think of how I can get you there differently. Okay, I got this. So you walk.
It had to be when I was just staring at the dead bodies. It must.
No, actually, that
it
wasn't it.
wasn't. Okay.
As one of you steps close, because you've all got your gear, your packs on and stuff.
Mhm.
As one of you steps close to the table, the sludge inside of the box suddenly like jumps almost. And
So
then
it would have been that perception check, huh?
possibly. And it just kind of like it's almost like a sudden like it just kind of, and then just kind of slides back down and stops.
Has it done that before?
Did it just move?
Anybody else?
Everyone's kind of staring at it. They're like, "That's new."
Which one of us caused that to happen?
No, I already know what it is now.
It was you, Caden. You kind of like stepped forward to kind of just like look over the table, being somewhat curious, and it kind of like.
I'm going to cautiously take another step forward to see what happens.
Once you do that, it doesn't. All of the other people in the room are like, okay, it reacted to you. Is there something about you, or there's something you have? And they're kind of like on guard now because it's like, okay, this reacted to his presence, like, they're not like pulling weapons on you or anything, but they're all concerned.
Okay.
What did?
Oscar, do you want to shine a light on it and see if it's sensitive to the light? Maybe it sensed my oil and lantern?
No, I think I know what it is. But I don't want to make 10 gallons of water in this room.
Does it only allow you to create 10 gallons, or does it allow you to...
Oh no, it says create up to 10 gallons, so I could do.
Yeah, you could do less then.
I could also make it rain.
Making it rain.
Exactly.
Shooting gold coins.
I got a better idea, Cade.
That's
is
how
there,
making it hail.
is there a bucket anywhere? Anybody?
Fetch a bucket. Guard comes in carrying a bucket.
I will. Oh god, this is like a spell. Okay. I will cast create water and fill the bucket.
Okay. Where are you doing this in relation to the table? You putting the bucket on the table and doing it?
No, because I don't want to get all the reports and stuff wet. So probably just in between me and the table, just enough space on the floor between me and the table.
Okay.
And then I pick up the bucket, drop it on the table.
Okay. As you do that, the sludge stuff like jumps around again inside of the glass case, and then after it kind of like falls back down, this time it's kind of like shivering.
Surprise!
What the hell was that?
Would any of us know what this is at this point, or just
You don't know what it is, but you're obviously starting to figure out something about it.
Yeah.
So what happens if this thing touches water?
Well, didn't Ivan clean his staff off with it?
Well, I didn't notice anything at the time, but that doesn't mean that it didn't do anything.
I didn't look in his bucket.
I mean, if you want, I could go back and look at the bucket.
Why don't we? They're really not gonna let us open this little box of sludge inside this room, are they?
Probably not.
Well, if we just drop the whole drop the whole box in the bucket of water, is it waterproof?
The glass box, yeah,
Yeah.
it's sealed.
Okay.